ECU Athletics and U.S. Cellular present The Jeff Lebo Show. The Jeff Lebo Show is brought to you by U.S. Cellular, the official wireless provider of the ECU Pirates. And now, in his 25th year, the voice of the Pirates, Jeff Charles.
Coming up on the show, we'll have highlights from the early season showdown against the Charlotte 49ers from Halton Arena. Finally, the Pirates are in the Big East and look at an exciting invitation for the football program. We'll check in with the ECU women's basketball team. Plus, the Pirates are home on Tuesday night to face St. Andrews. Coach Lebo joins me right after this.
We'll be right back with more of the Jeff Lebo Show, presented by U.S. Cellular and sponsored in part by BB&T, sharing knowledge for a brighter direction, and by Pizza Hut's $10 pizza.
Welcome back to the show. Pirates are off to a great start. And, Coach, when you look back over these first 6 games, what's been most pleasing to you about this group?
Well, I like our chemistry so far. We're playing a lot of people, Jeff, which is good to see. Our depth, I think, is going to be a factor for us this year. We're very young inside, a lot of new faces in there, experienced on the perimeter. And, we're playing some guys at some different spots. We didn't expect not to have Aaron Strawn at the beginning part of this season, and so we've had to move Maurice Kemp down to play some at the small forward position. So we've made some changes, and the kids have been really good with those changes to date.
It's been nice to have some size, hasn't it? You have 6 guys on this team, Jeff, 6'8" or bigger, and that opens up some opportunities for you.
Well, it does, Jeff, and I think, going through the conference here in the first 2 years, we noticed as coaches that how big the league is and how powerful the league is, and we needed to address those issues, and we think we did. We got a lot of new faces in there, though. Again, very inexperienced 2 freshmen in there, redshirt freshmen. You've seen Colo and a transfer, so they're kind of learning as we go, but I think it really gives us some depth and some size. We've utilized that already in some games, Jeff. It's really helped us.
Really has, but one of the most experienced guys, of course, your point guard, Miguel Paul, first-team All-Conference USA preseason, and when you start with a piece like that, that's a good place to start.
Well, any good college basketball program, I think you start at the point guard position, and he's a senior. He's been through the wars. I think he's learning what it takes to be a great leader. I think it's still a work in progress for him, but he's really understanding offensively what a good shot is. He's made some adjustments offensively for us, and we just run a lot smoother when he's on the floor, and so really excited to have him. And we also got a good backup there in Corvon Gaines, who's played a lot of minutes for us there, so really solid at the point guard position.
Yeah, very solid, very experienced at that position. And, Coach, I know you're looking for the guys to shoot the ball a little bit better from the perimeter.
Well, we better. It's going to be a long year, but, we found a way, I think, in our last game against Georgia State to win. Mm-hmm. And we didn't shoot but 36% in the game. So we know we have good shooters. We know we're capable of shooting the ball better. What's been exciting for me and this team, I think, is we've shot it poorly from the perimeter, but we still found ways to win. So hopefully we'll get that fixed, and we'll have some games here where we shoot the ball 40% or higher from the 3.
And you've been able to crash the boards. Robert Sampson has been terrific rebounding the basketball, hasn't he?
Well, he's been eating glass lately. I'll tell you what, his last 2 games have been phenomenal, rebounding the basketball defensively and offensively. And he's really, I think, wanted to expand his game other than just being a perimeter shooter. And he's really had a great mentality on the defensive end and the offensive end when the ball's in the air, going after it. And the 17 rebounds averaged in the last 2 games is quite a high amount of rebounds in a Division I game.
Jeff, how much of your offense and how much of your defense do you have in play now in your playbook this early in the season?
Well, we have a lot of what we want to do offensively, and we'll tweak and change and mix and match some things here as we go on in the season. But defensively, we've been pretty standard man-to-man. We've mixed in a little bit of zone, but really we've been really focusing on our man-to-man. We'll make some changes as the year goes on, though, defensively.
And we'll have more with Jeff right after this. Welcome back to the show. On Saturday, a battle of the undefeateds. The Pirates went to Charlotte 5-0, Charlotte 6-0, coming off the championship of the Great Alaskan Shootout, and a lot of excitement for this game, Coach.
Well, they're playing outstanding, and they're a very physical basketball team. They've got size. They've got an experienced group of players, and they got size at every every position, and they're holding teams to 33% field goal percentage. So defensively, one of the top teams in the country, and always a tough place to go play. And we'll be excited and hopefully play well.
Over to Halton Arena we go now. Big crowd on hand as the Pirates take on the 49ers.
Toughest matchup of the season for Jeff Lebo's Pirates. East Carolina trailing 5-0. Miguel Paul gets past the 49ers defense for the layup. ECU's on the board, still trailing 5-2 in the early going. Charlotte really worked over the Pirates in the paint as Chris Braswell muscles past Ty Armstrong. He gets the 2 off the glass, and just like that, it's 15-6, Charlotte on top. Now Pirates down 11. Paris Campbell with a nice find. Maurice Kemp, the senior, played well this year for the Pirates. He gets the layup. East Carolina down now 19-10. The Pirates once again struggling from the outside. Akeem Richmond misses the 3 badly. And then check out the big fellow, Braswell again running the floor in transition. He gets the layup, leading all scorers with 18 points. Charlotte building a 28-10 lead. The Pirates trying to get back in this one. Robert Sampson, the southpaw, drills the 3, and then the Pirate defense active. They would get the turnover. Campbell deflects it back to Sampson for the layup. A 5-point trip. East Carolina trims the lead to 13. They trailed by 11 at the half. Very manageable. Once again, though, Charlotte pulling away in the second half, up 17. It's Paris Campbell. Hits the 3. He's fouled. A 4-point play. Like that, the Pirates are down by 13. Sampson then from the corner. He's going to knock down another 3. He finishes with 9 points. The Pirates trailed by 13. Maurice Kemp would lead the way for East Carolina. He hit for 16 points, the bucket and the foul, but he was just 5 of 15 from the floor. East Carolina just unable to get a run going. Miguel Paul struggled, 3 for 11 from the floor. He does get that 3 to go, but every time East Carolina had a hint of a run, Charlotte would answer. DeMario Mayfield gets 2 of his 12 points. Terrence Williams also finishes in double figures. He had 11 points, 2 of them here. 4 players in double figures for the 49ers. Charlotte never really felt threatened in this one, not in the second half anyway. 76-64. East Carolina falls on the road at Charlotte. The Pirates now 5-1 on the season. The 49ers improved to 7-0. Rebounding the difference in this one, East Carolina out-rebounded 45-21. I'm Brian Meador for the Jeff Lebo Show.
Welcome back to the show. So much excitement this week. The Pirates are finally in the Big East. Boy, it was a long time in coming, as we all know. This had been talked about and discussed for years and years, and people were really excited when East Carolina got the news earlier this week. The Pirates are going into the Big East 2014 now as a football member. Now the question is, what is East Carolina going to do with its other sports? 18 other sports in this program, and the guys and gals here in the administration at ECU working really hard to put those sports in. Another conference is going to be very competitive and do a lot of nice things for those sports as well. So good news this week, no question about it. It's really been uplifting for the Pirate Nation to see this program go into the Big East. And then, as we all know, what a terrific football season Coach Ruff has had. 8 wins, 8-4. The Pirates are going bowling, and we'll find out why right now from our Brian Meador.
All eyes were on the Conference USA Championship game between Tulsa and UCF to decide just exactly where the Pirates would be going bowling. A UCF win meant a trip to St. Petersburg, Florida for East Carolina, while a Golden Hurricane win would mean a week in the Big Easy for the New Orleans Bowl. And what a barn burner this game would be. UCF led 27-21 with 5 minutes to play. The Knights punted the ball. It's batted. UCF figures the play is probably over. Heads up, though, by Tulsa's Trey Watts. He scoops up the ball, gets a nice block, heads 54 yards for the touchdown, but the extra point is blocked, so we're all tied at 27. We go to overtime. UCF has a field goal block, so Tulsa, they decide to keep it on the ground. Alex Singleton plunges in from a yard out. Tulsa wins the Conference USA Championship. They head to the Liberty Bowl. UCF settles for St. Pete. That means East Carolina is headed to the New Orleans Bowl on December 22nd, a date to take on Louisiana Lafayette. Pirate head coach Ruffin McNeil knows just how important this bowl game is for his program.
You know, one of the things is the bowl is really a reward. I look at it for the players, for our coaches who everybody knows how many hours we work a week and their family. But it's also an indication of how well we've done during the year as a team. and the progress that you make during the year. I think there's only 70 teams that are in bowl games. So to be one of those 70 selected is an honor. I've always believed that. It's also a reward for our fans and Pirate Nation and all of our support people who have a chance to go and attend the bowl game. But it's really a special time.
The Pirates and the Ragin' Cajuns in the New Orleans Bowl Saturday, December 22nd at noon. The game will be televised on ESPN. I'm Brian Meador for the Jeff Lebo Show.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Today we're here with Robert Jones. Robert's done a great job this season. We're going to talk about another meat and potatoes exercise today, our back squat. Back squat is our #1 exercise, works a tremendous amount of muscle fiber, and basically helps us to train the posterior chain, which is very important in our program. When teaching the back squat, we want to make sure that our coaching points are consistent. The first thing that Robert's going to do is go ahead and put the bar in the low position, about 2 to 3 inches below the top of the traps. Okay, Robert, go ahead and place the bar on your back. He's going to step out, get set. Feet are going to be pointed out at about 30 degrees. He's going to hinge the hips back and sit down low. Accelerate. Good. Keep the torso in a good upright position. Head in line with the spine in a neutral position. Quick out of the bottom. We want to get low, so we're really targeting the glutes and hams. And one more rep. Great job. Let's rack it. Robert is a player that we are really proud of right now. He was a defensive lineman when I got here and was rehabbing a shoulder injury. Right now, he's about 310 pounds, doesn't even look that heavy, has worked hard to get his strength back, did a tremendous job for us this year at offensive tackle. I really believe that he's got a chance to be successful in the league, probably at offensive guard. We're looking to get him up to about 320, 325 this offseason and give him a chance to make it at the next level. We really appreciate the sacrifices he's made for the Pirate program.
Remember, Pirate fans, you can be a part of the Jeff Lebo Show. It's Ask Coach Lebo, powered by U.S. Cellular. Text the word coach to 94597. You'll be asked to submit your question to Coach Lebo. He'll pick one to answer each week. Here now is Coach Lebo.
Our first question is from Billy in Greenville, asking about the impact that Akeem Richmond may have on our basketball program. And Akeem's already had a big impact on our program. We saw it against the UNC Greensboro, scoring 16 points in a home victory. His ability to shoot the basketball from the perimeter. He's an experienced guard that can stretch the defense. He's already had that big impact. He's learning to play two positions for us, so we're excited to have Akeem part of our program.
This week's Look Ahead is brought to you by the Eye Care Center. Eye doctors focused on you and the official eye care provider of the Pirates.
Welcome back to the show. The Pirates have a midweek game coming up on Tuesday night. St. Andrews comes into town, and Jeff, St. Andrews has been on the schedule before here against the Pirates, and another opportunity for you guys to play at home.
Well, it's exciting to be home. We had two in a row on the road, two tough opponents on the road. Come back at home and play in front of our home crowd will be big for us.
No doubt about it, Coach. Thanks so much. We appreciate the visit.
Thanks, Jeff.
As the head coach of the Pirates, Jeff Lebo, join us again next week. And remember now, the Pirates are home Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Hope to see you at Williams Arena, Minges Coliseum. Have a good week, everybody.
The Jeff Lebo Show has been presented by U.S. Cellular. Hello, Better. This is an exclusive presentation of IMG, America's home for college sports.